DynamicCarStore.com to get the cars. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCarStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to the QPR Career Mode. Today is a bit of a cup day. We've got the cup game against Man City and then we've got the second leg of the Carabao Cup, is it? I think, against Liverpool. So this is the FA Cup. So what we're going to do, as we do with the other cup games, is we are going to simulate to start off with. If it looks like City is dominating us, then we will obviously jump in. The Liverpool game, we're 3-0 up from the first leg, which is obviously pretty darn fantastic. But last episode, we had a right stinker. We lost 4-0 against West Ham, and lost 2-1 against Leicester. So today, we do need to bounce back a little bit in regards to form. So we'll start the simulation against City, but if I need to jump in, then I will. And we'll do the same for the Liverpool game, obviously with a 3-0 aggregate on that one. Depending on how much we simulate, we might be able to also play the Everton game, which will see us out of January. So we'll decide what's going on then, obviously next month. A few less games, but we have City and we have Liverpool again. But regardless, I'll get simmed up to the game against City, get the team ready, and we'll go from there. Okay, so you can see a pretty interesting team lined up for City here. The only real odd players in there is Palaverso, who's not somebody I know, and then Adarabioyo in the back line. They've got Suarez up top, which I'm kind of assuming is Luis Suarez. Obviously, they've also brought in Milinkovic-Savic, but our team is the strongest that we have. We're just going to have to go with it again. I will probably simulate most of the first half, unless we go like 3-0 down or something. We'll probably simulate the first half and jump in if we need to, but I'm just going to give the boys a bit of faith today. I'm gonna hope that they can hold out and hope that they can kind of somewhat hold their own. But the fitness of City is still quite high. That's normally what we kind of end up making the most of, or like hoping to make the most of, is lower fitness teams in these kind of situations. But hold on here. Oh, that wasn't a bad little start there. Good start from Elias there, getting out wide. I think it was Dykes that played the ball through to him, but they've countered very quickly here with Sterling on the ball there. They're knocking it around. You can see this is going to be a real stress. It's when the ball's in this kind of area that we've just got to be so careful, because we've already got defender committed forward there, and Bernardo Silva makes it 1-0 straight off the bat. That is a really, really bad start for us 10 minutes in to the FA Cup round 4 here against City. So got to be careful, and again, realistically, man, it's a really bad way to start going 1-0 down 10 minutes in. We started pretty strong with that first chance, but the quality of City is always going to be a problem. If we go 2-0 down relatively quickly, I will jump straight in and see if we can mount some miraculous comeback. But now we've got Ellis Todd on the ball here. Is he going to cross it? Nope, because that is not what we do. You can see the City players getting very tired very quickly. Go on. Oh, Todd, you had to play that across the box there, mate. That could have been a fantastic chance. What I might do is utilise the jump-in feature if I feel like we need it, and jump in for specific moments. But otherwise, we'll sort of crack on and let it simulate through. That may be the way to do this kind of game here, actually, is jump in as and when we're on a bit of an attack, but let the defending happen and see how it goes here. But they're on a bit of an attack now. Worked it into the middle. Take it off of him. Thank you. Jeez. That's a bit of a weird one. Can you see the fitness levels of the City players? It is depleting like absolutely crazy. That's kind of mental how quickly it's going down. Oh my God, I was going to say if we're 2-0 down, it doesn't make much of a difference. But Dykes up to it. Doesn't quite win that one. I have to say, we've not been that terrible this first half. Okay, yeah, sure, they've had a lot of the ball and we're not getting too much of it. But when we've had the ball, apart from these last couple of occasions, we've not done too bad with it. At least we've tried something. Ramsdale with an important save there. Very important save. Come on, they're going to whip that in there. Ramsdale with a good first punch away, and then we get it cleared there from Mr. Carter-Vickers. Okay, 5 minutes left of this first half. Well in again from Carter-Vickers there. Just got to be really careful. Just if we go 2-0 down before half-time, then it's a right stinker. But if we go in at 1-0, it's not the end of the world. We can jump into the second half, and as long as I'm playing okay, we've got a chance here. And we've got, oh, the counter's broken down. Bright couldn't find Dykes there. Good interception from the defender. And that's going to be then the first half there. It's not a bad first half. Realistically, 1-0 down with the amount of possession they've had, the amount of the ball they've had. What we're going to do is we're just going to jump in. We are just going to jump in and try and take over in the second half and see if we can make a difference here. That's what we'll do. Second half, 1-0 down. Let's see if we can make the difference. Let's go for it. Oh, they've played the ball round quite nicely here. They got it out wide. This is a bad spot for us. Can we get this ball off of him? Well done to Rob Dickey there. Getting that tackle in there, keeping the ball. Then losing it to Sterling, which is not a good one. Thankfully, Sterling knocks it out. But that was a really, really problematic situation for us. But thankfully, it went in our favour in the end and we got rid of it. Bright now with a bit of space in the middle here. He's just going to run at the defence. Adarabioyo is the man he's kind of running at. And again, I kind of see him as a bit of a weakness in regards to rating at least. He's going to be much... Well, I'd say that, but we're playing an ultimate, so everyone's 99 rated. I guess it doesn't really make a difference, does it? I don't think about that. Okay, 65 minutes gone. They've made some changes, as you can see with the beautiful numbers not on that board. But Suarez going off. I don't think that's Luis Suarez, but Aguero is coming on here. Aguero is coming on here. So this is problematic. But we've actually made a change. We've taken off Ilias Chair and brought on Obafemi. Obafemi moving and playing a cam. Bright playing out on the left. Just a little bit of extra pace out wide on both sides now. Obviously, Ellis Todd is pretty quick. And now we've got Bright there too. But obviously, we keep the pace in the middle with a player like Obafemi. So my thought process there was just a little bit of pace. However, Ellis Todd has gone down there. Not ideal because now I'm a little bit out of position. Carter Vickers, well won, mate. Bright side Samuel running down the wing here, cutting inside and trying to find Obafemi, but instead he's going to play it to Dykes. Can Dykes get there over Laporte? He can. Gets the chip away. It drops down to Bright. Dykes, go on, mate. Oh, someone get this ball towards the goal. Yes, there we go. In off the post. A little bit hectic, a little bit crazy, but we do find the back of the net. Thank the blooming Lord. My God. When that block was, the shot, sorry, was saved from the keeper, from Dykes' chip here, and it just blocked there, and I was like, just someone shoot. No one can get into a position. We get it to Obafemi, who's just come on the pitch, hit the post, but it does find the way into the back of the net there. 71 minutes gone. I'm going to make a bit of a change. They're bringing on Madison, which is a very interesting one. I kind of need to take off Todd here. I do not want Todd to get injured, but I don't really have the player to bring on for him. I don't think Pepe Ars can play out wide. I don't think that's a sensible choice for me at all there. Can Obafemi play it like a right winger role? Maybe? He can. Okay, so I don't want to run the risk of him getting injured. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to bring on Pepe Ars. Not really quite what I wanted to do, but we're just going to kind of have to make the most out of it. Bright is very tired as well, and I'd love to take him off. But I've got Macaulay Bonne. That's the only person I have to bring on, and that is not going to be ideal at all for us. So Bright's going to have to see the 90 minutes out here, which isn't ideal. We've got one more change to make as well, which we'll make at some point. You know what? You know what? We're going to bring on Dunball now. Dunball is going to come on now. There's no way I can take Bright off. I just haven't got the rotation option for him. So they're bringing on Madison. We're bringing on Dunball and Pepe Ars. 20 minutes to go. Let's just see how we do. Let's see if we can see this out. Hopefully Ellis Todd isn't particularly injured as well. Hopefully that's really not very long term. Right, here we go. They've got it out wide again. Sterling. Fisher again tries to close him down, but this time doesn't come away with the ball. Angelino on the ball now. Again, you can see how tired they're getting, but the issue is with how much are they on the ball right now. We're getting equally tired. Aguero turns inside. Ramsdale with a fantastic save right at the death of the game as well. We're in extra time. They're bringing on Ruben Diaz, which is an interesting substitution. They've taken off Laporte, but Ruben Diaz coming on. So a like-for-like change there. We've got to make sure we get out of this box now. They've passed it off the pitch there from Sterling. Not long left. Can we maybe start one attack before the game is up? Obafemi is going to try and play it forward to Pepe Ars, but that is going to be full time. I don't know what happens in the FA Cup. Is it extra time? Is it a replay? I have no idea. We're going to have to see what happens now, see where this goes. I don't think it goes straight to pens, does it? I don't know what happens. It must be a replay. Okay. We gain an extra game to play at some point. Not ideal for our total stamina and everything, but you know what? After being 1-0 down, we fought away, we got back into it. We got a replay out of it at least. Well, we're going to have a quick look here. Apparently, Bright Samuel's position change has been completed, and he can now again play right mid. But for now, I'm going to keep him as a base cam because he's doing really well there, so we're going to keep him there. But also, we're going to have a look and see how long Ellis Todd is out, if it is for any period of time. 5 days. Okay, so he's probably going to miss the next game, actually, which is a bit of a stinker against Liverpool. But I'd rather have him fit and fighting for the rest of the season than potentially risk injuring him for a long period of time. So again, I'm just going to get to the game, and then we'll start off by simming it. Okay, so you can see the team that's coming up against Liverpool here. We've got Bright Samuel out on the right. Ludwig comes back in at right back, and Obafemi is going to start in that cam position, a position we're trying to get him playing anyway at some point. As and when Obafemi is converted to a cam, I will probably then convert Bright to that right mid position. Although as a cam, like I said, he gets a +1, so I don't mind him staying as a cam who can play right mid anyway. You can see the team we're up against here in Liverpool. It's going to be a tough one. We have got the 3-goal advantage from the first leg. So, again, if we go 2-0 down, we might jump in. But first half, unless it's really looking like it's an absolute problem stinker for us, we're going to just try and play it out a little bit. I'm going to give faith in the boys. Obviously, a very tired Van Dijk in there. I don't know if you can see that. Actually, you can. Just looking at my webcam, you can see that. But we've just got to be careful. Again, we don't want to concede it early like we did against Man City. Because if we concede early, then we're causing ourselves our own problems here. But we have got Ilias Chair around the wing. Look at the... Oh, if he played it so much quicker into Dykes, we had a much better chance there. But he took far too long. And I think Chair is offside. Oh, there he is. I was going to say he's offside there. Man, if he just puts that ball in... Again, it's one of those moments where I would normally jump in, put that low-driven cross in and try and get that early goal. Because 4-0, and I think the leg is honestly over. But this, I think, was the... Is it the quarters or the semi-finals? I actually don't remember. But regardless, this could be our best chance of getting a bit of silverware this season. It really, really could. And it'll be a fantastic thing to achieve in our first season up in the Premier League, is some form of silverware. Bit of pressure here on the boys, but well done to Ramsdale, calm and collected in picking that one up. You can see a lot of possession already going straight away Liverpool's way. They're on, what, 50... Oh, jeez. They're on 57% possession. They've got a corner here now as well. Anyone really standing out? Fabinho apparently having the best performance so far on the pitch. Good block again from the boys. Go on, Ramsdale. Good lad, mate. Well done, Ramsdale. Good stuff. Hammerleinen. Oh, of course, Hammerleinen. I keep forgetting that we still got Hammerleinen. Every time I see his name, it confuses me because he's stopped playing at the moment for QPR in real life. So it confuses me when I see his name in this team sheet. We go 1-0 down. Thiago pops up with a goal. Not ideal for us there at all. That's a really, really odd and bad time to concede. Half time at 0-0 would have been pretty... That would have been like the perfect... Well, 1-0 would be amazing, but 0-0 would have been fantastic for us. But 1-0 was a bit of a stinker, but that's okay. Go on, Dykes. Go on, mate. Linden. Oh, we skied it. Lyndon Dykes has hit it over the bar. That would have been... perfect. That would have been absolutely perfect. 4-1 again, like I say. I think a fourth puts this game to bed, but that was a perfect opportunity for it. We've had two really good chances. We've wasted both so far, and that's a bit of a stinker there from Chalobah, but good pick up there from Amos. Keep the ball alive, boys. Just keep it alive. There we go. Fantastic. Out to Bright. Go on, into Dykes. Oh, it's a good little knockback from the defender there, and Alisson does get to pick it up. Honestly, we've not been out of this game. We've actually not been out of this game. We've conceded a silly goal. But other than that, we've actually been well and truly in this. Again, look how tired Liverpool are getting. Look at the pressure, the amount of effort they're having to put into this. We really are not playing badly at all because their fatigue is going to kick in that second half. And that's a good ball through again. It's 3-2. Mo Salah makes it 2 just before half-time. 1-0 and I'd be confident to see it out. 2-0 and I'm a little bit worried. 2-0 and I am a little bit worried. Okay. We're gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep the sim. I'm not gonna bring anyone on yet. We'll bring people on. I might cue a change or two at like the 60th minute. If it goes to 3-0, I'm jumping in. It's as simple as that. 3-0 and we jump in. This is our best chance of silverware this season. I'm also, if we get through like Dykes was again, I will jump in for the chance and see if I can help us get that goal. But with the cup games, don't you dare. Oh, good save from Ramsdale, mate. Well done, Ramsdale. Good lad. Ludwig apparently having a bit of a stinker here. He's on a 6 rating. Might have to bring on Fisher. You know what? I'm going to get that ready. I'm going to ready that change because Ludwig apparently is having a bit of a stinker game. So we're going to prep Ludwig to go off and bring Fisher on. Is that a foul? It's a free kick that's definitely inside the box there. Can you see that? That is well and truly inside the box, that free kick. And it's also in the back of the net. It's 3-3. It's time to jump in, boys. 3-3. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. They're working the ball forward here. Firmino's on the ball. He's a nice little turn, I have to say. And we definitely fouled in there with Chalobah. And that's a poor pass, ref. Let the play on. There we go. Lovely stuff. Well done, ref. Good advantage, mate. Good advantage. Things you'd love to see. Hammerleinen bursting forward. I'm going to play it out to Ilias Chair. Ilias. Come on, mate. You've got to get there. Got to get there. Got to play a good ball. Lovely start. Oh, no. Wanted it to Bright. I mean, I've missed the shot anyway, but I wanted that to Bright. Not to Van Dijk's. Not to Lyndon Dijk. They've actually taken Van Dijk off for Klosterman here. They know that Van Dijk was very tired, so they've had to make that change. I don't know what I can offer here. I actually don't know what I can do to fix this. I feel like our squad depth... I was saying this in the last video. We had some people saying in the comment section as well. Our squad depth is not enough. We do not have enough squad depth in this. We're going to bring on Don Ball. He had a good game against City last time as well. So we'll bring him into this one over Chalobah, who's a little bit tired. But other than that... I think realistically, we've got to try and see it out the team that we've got. If we get another goal, I might maybe bring on Kelman. Just for a bit of pace up top and just kind of like, just some fresh legs to run onto through balls and just try and take the time down a little bit. But other than that, we've just got to try and see this game out now. They've worked the ball forward here. They've got their man in the midfield. I'm not entirely sure who that is. They brought somebody on and I can't remember who it was they brought on. It might be, no, it's definitely not Shaqiri who had that ball. I think it's Ruben Neves, you know, that he's brought on there for Thiago, I think it was. And we've given the ball away to a really stupid position. Shaqiri, who's come on for Mo Salah. We're just losing the ball right now. This is not what we need. We don't need extra minutes on the pitch because honestly, our players are starting to get fatigued. Obviously, we've just come out of the Man City game. That was a tough one. But hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Lyndon Dykes, surely, mate. Surely, Lyndon. Surely, Lyndon. I'm actually fuming. I'm actually fuming. I've asked for it for that left-hand corner, and Linden has let us down there. We have well and truly been let down by Lyndon Dykes in this game. It's... Oh, man. I'm gutted. If this goes... Does this go straight to penalties? I don't remember what happens here. I hate penalty shootouts. I absolutely hate penalties against the AI. I really do. I cannot stand them. Good start, Obafemi. Let's go. Come on. I'm actually so nervous. Fabinho steps up. He's going right. And by right, I meant left. I dived the right way, and it still goes in. For God's sake. EA, you actually smell. We're going down the middle. Thank God we went down the middle. Okay. Whew. Okay. They're going right. They're going right. They went left. Okay. 2-2. Okay. Rob Dickey stepping up. Is Rob Dickey in my top 5 penalty takers? Are you taking a mick? Jesus. Good penalty, I guess, in the end. Firmino. He's going down the middle. Oh, he skied it. Okay. Oh, bloomin' K. Amos, mate, please. Come on, boys. 4-2. Ramsdale. Now's your time. Come on, Aaron, mate. Sadio Mane's going to step up. Ramsdale. Let's go. Come on. What a save from Ramsdale. And that is us through. Man, we made it difficult for ourselves. 3-0 up in the first leg. Oh, my word. For them to pull it back 3-3 is obviously a right stinker. But that is a fantastic turnaround in the end from us there. To come back in. Again, I didn't score. I should have scored with Dykes. I'd be really interested to see if that's a replay. Because I would like to watch it. Because I've asked for him to hit it to that left post. And, mate, I'm honestly, I'm so annoyed. It's only the penalty decision, right? Okay. Man, honestly, that is mental. But you know what? Tough game. One that we probably should have put away. But we go through on penalties. Thank God for that. Okay, so you can see a couple of things coming through about interest in certain players. Liverpool approaching for Adeyemi for 9 mil. Obviously, we're not going to be able to pick him up. Obviously, they need a striker after not beating us in the cup there. Only joking. But one thing I do want to address. We've been told by a number of people to show an interest in a couple of midfielders. So we've got Smallbone and Field. 2 players who are pretty good players. Obviously, we've got Agu coming in at the start of next season. But we've got Field, who's 70 rated, has a release clause of 4.2. And then we've also got Smallbone, who's got a value of 2.8. Now, both are very good players. Obviously, Field is a player that we're looking to potentially sign permanently at QPR in real life, and we currently have on loan. And Smallbone, I think, would be quite unique, quite different. Looking at his stats and everything, I would say that the two of them are somewhat similar players. I would say that Smallbone is a little bit more attack-minded than Field is. So Smallbone would probably be like a slightly weird, like box-to-box kind of CDM, whereas Field is definitely going to be just an outright stay-at-the-back CDM. So I'm trying to think about what we're going to do here, because both would be fantastic to pick up. At the moment, we've got 3 CDMs in the club that are both relatively comfortable playing, plus we have Agu coming next season. Domball is potentially on his way out, but unless Domball goes, I won't be signing another midfielder. I'm going to tell you guys that now. If Domball doesn't go, then this season at least, we won't be signing another midfielder just because we don't need it. Next season, if Domball goes, or if we have a midfielder go, then Smallbone or Field will be the top of the list. I promise you guys. We've also had an offer here for Lyndon Dykes, which is an interesting one. Obviously, after he's had a bit of a stinker game. I'm not just going to outrightly sell him just because he's had one bad game. But it's interesting to see that we can apparently ask for about 14 million. I'd probably want about 15, 16 if I was to sell Lyndon. But for now, Lyndon's going nowhere. He's still our main man. He's still our top goal scorer. He's had a couple of bad episodes. That's about it. Hopefully, the final game of today's episode, which will be against Everton, will change that. So a team out of form that hopefully he can come in and play well. Also, Domball is going to start because he's been really good for us in both games where he's come on. So I will give him a start in the next one. Okay, so the team is ready. You can see a fair few players who are slightly tired. Bright is definitely not going to be playing the 90 minutes today. He's been a little bit tired for the last couple of games, but again, the options on the bench just aren't there, so he's kind of had to just tough it out. So we'll probably end up bringing on Pepe Ars at some point because I've brought Kelman onto the bench instead of Obafemi, who was also quite tired. Masterson makes his way in. Dumball, as I said, would start too. Ludwig starting today. Let's go for it. A very, very fit team for Everton and a very, very good one. So going to be a tough game. Benrahma's a player we've got to look out for here, obviously scoring 3 in his last 3. I also forgot to mention Ellis Todd is back after his injury, obviously only a short one, rested him for the Liverpool game and made sure that he's back and ready and fighting to play at Goodison Park today. So let's hope that we can have a good game today. Obviously the league has been a bit of a stinky one for us in the last episode or two, so let's see if today we can get the league form back on track. Chalobah on the ball here. We're going to see the run from Ellis Todd, who is obviously nice and fighting fit now for this game. He's going to have full pace, full everything. Ellis Todd's going to take the strike, finds the back of the net. There was never any doubt. As soon as I saw Ellis Todd in space, I knew that is where that ball needed to go, and he was going to be on the blooming end of it. Lovely stuff from Ellis Todd. Really happy that he's doing as well as he is this season, because obviously he is literally one of our own. Him and Pepe are, so like I would say, 2 of the main players coming through and proving to be like future stars of this club from the generated players. So it's really, really good to see. Thankfully, he's had an absolute belter there. Scored, put us 1-0 up nice and early. Really good start. More of the same, please, boys. Going to try and get this ball through to Ellis Todd again. And that is a fantastic pass. Gibson is going to struggle to get him. Can we basically recreate that first goal? No, we can't. That's a really good save. Ellis Todd doesn't quite win the header. Plays it down to Dykes now. Oh, we haven't quite got it. Bright does keep it alive, though. Just got to be careful. Got to be patient. Play it out to Ilias Chair. Going to play it up to Dykes. Dykes tries to play it through to Bright. Wasn't meant to be. I maybe should have let him take a touch and take a shot on his left, but I should have scored that with Ellis Todd, honestly. It was basically a recreation of that first goal, and now we've given Benrahma a chance to counter here. Ludwig not quite as quick as Sai Benrahma, so it's going to be a tricky one. Can he try and catch up to him here? Not quite. He's going to play it backwards. Hopefully we see this counter-attack out a little bit, but they play it inside to Tammy Abraham, obviously the ex-Chelsea man. Oh, it's a good block there. Well done, Carter. That's not Carter, because that's Rob Dickey. Well done, Rob Dickey. Ball here from Dunball. He's going to find Brightside Samuel running through the middle. Brightside Samuel now. He's going to shoot on his left foot. He's going to power it across the goal. There we go. Look at the power behind that shot there. Brightside Samuel at the start of this career mode was missing sitters on his left foot. And now he's thumping them in with his left foot. It just goes to show that my man is definitely here to do a job for QPR. The progress this guy's had in this career mode has been absolutely fantastic. Obviously playing as an 86 rated cam right now. Lovely strike, lovely finish. Brightside Samuel makes it 2-0 just before half time. And I'm very, very happy with that first half performance. I have to say, that is basically perfect for what we needed. A clean sheet, 2 goals up at half-time as well. And honestly, I can't ask for much more than that. I am going to take Bright off now because I do want to get him nice and rested. Because although we have got a nice gap between now and Birmingham City, he's played a lot of games recently. I don't want to run the risk of an injury to one of our main players. I would love Dykes to get a goal. But I'll be honest with you, if he doesn't look like he's going to get one, we're going to take him off for Kelman, most likely, to get a little bit of match sharpness, because obviously he hasn't played in a little while. I'm almost tempted to maybe do it now. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to. We're going to bring on Charlie Kelman for the second half. Again, just try and get that match sharpness up a little bit. He is a player that goes up quite well in rating. At some point, we'll probably take off Ilias Chair. I'm not entirely sure what we'll do in regards to the team around it, but we'll probably have to do it anyway, just because Chair also quite tired and also played a lot of minutes. But second half, more of the same, boys. Obviously, a young cam and striker on the pitch now. Ludwig, that was a terrible touch, by the way. So a bit of inexperience up top, but hopefully the lead from the first half will be more than enough to see us out here. They got the ball forward here. Rob Dickey's going to have to come out and try and stop that. And Rob Dickey has done exactly that. And now, yet again, Gibson, a million miles up the pitch. Look who is in acres of space. It is your man, Ellis Todd. And Charlie Kelman is trying to burst into that box. Charlie Kelman's going to burst into the box. Can he get the box? The box? Can he get the ball? Yes, he can. And that is 3-0. Charlie Kelman, I'm absolutely chuffed to see him get a goal. As I said, I wanted to bring him in because he needs the match sharpness, and he could again be a player potentially for us in the future if we get his rating up and he gets to game time. Ellis Todd for me has been absolutely different gravy. He's had the beating of Gibson all day. While Gibson is up the pitch, while they're attacking down that left-hand side, or their left-hand side, I'm fine with it because it means Doucouré is the man marking Ellis Todd, and Doucouré is never catching him. If Ellis Todd has got even like a couple of yards of pace ahead of him, that's it. Curtains. 3-0. Fantastic stuff from us so far. A lovely ball over the top here. They've got Walcott out wide. Hammerliner's going to try and cut in and help him out here. Tammy Abraham plays a little back heel. Plays it into Allen, I believe that is. Allen's taking it past the defender. Ramsdale with a fantastic save. Dickey, I'm not entirely sure how that hasn't gone into the goal. And Ramsdale with another save. Ramsdale, mate, you're an absolute unit. What an absolute god you are. Tammy Abraham denied twice there. And Dickey, again, a bit of a weird one. I kind of messed that one up, but what a save that is. That's just a reflex save there from Ramsdale. Lovely stuff, keeping us with that clean sheet. Gibson been taken off. He had an absolute mare today. Honestly, he has been skinned left, right and centre. They're bringing on John. Not a player I'm overly familiar with. Good header, but Ramsdale has that one covered. He honestly has been a revelation in the last few episodes. Even the ones we've conceded a lot, he's still made good saves. Everton with a chance here. Plenty of players coming forward. It's a really good ball through. Oh, and again, lovely save from Ramsdale. Thankfully, the chance from Keane wasn't that fantastic, but It was a little bit worrying the way they broke us down there, but thankfully we did see it out. Obviously Ramsdale with a nice and simple save, and we will obviously just see this game out now. Thankfully, a very comfortable win, a very comfortable performance from the boys as well. Really good stuff, and that is going to be full time 3-0. Today we have well and truly bounced back with a very impressive draw against Man City in the Cup. Obviously, a bit of a stinker against Liverpool, but we did still go through. We did win on penalties, and a very, very convincing and comfortable win against Everton. Really happy with today's results. Very impressed with the boys. That is much more like it. Well, there we go. That is going to be where we end off today's video. We do have a cup game up next. I didn't realise the replay was quite this soon. So what we'll do is we'll finish off the January transfer window in the next episode. I don't really have many plans for the end of this episode, or end of the transfer window, I should say. Because, again, realistically, I don't really want to be spending too much money. Because I feel like we've already invested a lot into the team. The only thing I might do, we might pick up an extra winger. We might try and pick up just a cheap extra winger. If you guys can think of any wingers that are between, like, let's say 68 and 74 rated that you think we can pick up. We've got about £6 million. I'd say we can maybe push it to about 7.5 to pick them up for. Let me know if you've got any ideas in the comment section down below. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, then please do leave a like on it. It massively supports me, the video, the channel, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, turn notifications on as well to be told anytime that we upload a video, or indeed go live with a live stream. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands. In a bit, guys. See you later.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know. Hursty.